Jovian Willie, alias Heng-dem of Mark Bexor, is dead after failing to stop at the command of the police. About 7 a.m., officers attached to the Criminal Investigations Department Castries were summoned to the scene of a fatal police-involved shooting at Bagatelle, Castries. During the conduct of a vehicular checkpoint at Castries, officers were directed to a suspicious motor vehicle, which was engaged but failed to stop. 2 occupants were identified within the vehicle. Following a pursuit, the motor car went off the road and was discovered by officers at Bagatelle. One of the 2 occupants was still inside the vehicle. Willie was discovered with an open wound to the top of his head and confirmed as deceased by a medical practitioner. A firearm was recovered from Willie. According to the police, a major joint operation was initiated earlier across various communities which involved the execution of search warrants, vehicular checkpoints, foot and mobile patrols. The intent of the operation was to address gun-related incidents, reports of theft, arrest individuals on warrants of arrest in the first instance, secure suspects in reports where offenders were identified, and to increase police community engagement. Initial investigations into the matter indicate that the motor vehicle was stolen from its owner at gunpoint earlier in the day. It was confirmed that officers had cause to discharge firearms during their encounter. The DBS News World spoke with a resident of Bagatelle.
So it was around 7. I heard a noise. I thought it was an accident. So I came by the road. When I got there, I saw the police was already there. So apparently, they were chasing the guy. They shot his tire. He hit the wall and he went in the floor. Right? And then police surrounded him. And then afterwards, I heard that he was dead. That's all I know.
The resident says that gun violence is not prevalent within the area. She describes the situation as scary and is concerned that even standing by the road awaiting the bus may not even be safe anymore. She believes that more programs for youth could aid in steering young people away from a life of crime.
When the kids graduate, everybody's on the block. All these secondary school kids have nothing to do. Even people that going up the morning afterwards had to get a job. So if they have stuff for everybody else, right, they will, crime will decrease.
Dr. Wayne Felicia, a concerned citizen and consultant pathologist at the Millennium Heights Medical Complex, happened to be in the area at the time. When asked his thoughts about the possible need for counseling for community members, the police, fire service, media, and others affected by the number of homicides, he says that each situation must be taken in context.
I think the system should have the counseling available for them because it's totally different. Grief is something that is difficult to handle, and if you look at the different stages of grief, the denial, all of these things, it takes a team sometimes to handle it. Sometimes you tend to find that a lot of the human being's biochemistry is affected. There are things that a person's don't sleep, and all that is hormonal based at times. So it takes a multi-sectoral, both psychologists, psychiatrists, and healthcare professionals to try to help them with that.
The Royal St. Lucia Police Force is soliciting the assistance of the general public in identifying and securing the arrest of the second suspect who fled the motor vehicle. Anyone with information in this regard is asked to contact the nearest police station, the Crime Hotline app, or the Crime Hotline at 555. For the DBS News World, Miriam Montoot reporting.